right? So when you see equation like this, what's the first thing you need to do? The first thing you need to do when you have fraction on one side and fraction on the other side. Now 10 here has a denominator over 1. Usually anything divided by 1 is that number, right? 10 divided by 1 is 1. That is why we usually do not write, over 1 like this. So it's left this way. So bear in mind that this is 10 over 1. So when you have fraction on one side and fraction on the other side of the equation, right? So what do? The first thing you do is to cross multiply. So the first step is cross multiply. So when we say cross multiply, it simply means the numerator here, we multiply the denominator on the other side. And the denominator here, we multiply the numerator on the other side. So we go 2x times 1. 2x times 1. This is over 1, right? 2x times 1, that will give us 2x. Yeah? And then 5 times 10. 5 times 10, that will give us 50. Yeah? So the next thing is what? To remove these two, we do what? We divide both sides by coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 2. Coefficient of x is 2. So you divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So therefore, we're going to have 2x divided by 2 and then 50 divided by 2. So 2x divided by 2, 2 will cancel out 2, and then you have x on this side, and 50 divided by 2, that will give us 25. So this is how you solve equations that has to do with fraction on one side of the equation and another fraction on the other side of the equation. Let's look at the next question, the next example here. Now, if you want to solve this next example, you apply the same procedure. You have, a fraction on one side and another fraction on the other side. So the first thing is what? Cross multiply. Cross multiply. So when you cross multiply this, it means again, the numerator here multiplies the denominator here, and the denominator here multiplies the numerator over there. So when you do that, 3x times 4, that will give us 12x. Yeah? Then equals to 5 times 3, that will give us 15. So again, what do you have? You have 12x equals to 15. So the next thing you want to do here is to divide both sides by the coefficient of x. In this case, the coefficient of x is 12. So divide both sides by 12. So when we divide both sides by 12, we're going to have 12x divided by 12 equals to 15 divided by 12. So 12 divided by 12, 12 will cancel each other, and then we now have x equals to 15 over 12. So you can change this to mixed number. So 12 here will be 5 over 15 over 12 is the same thing as 5 over 4, which is the same thing as 1 over 4. So that's how we solve questions like this. So let's look at the second example, the third example, where we have now the third example where we have x over 3 minus 7 equals to 2. So how do we solve this? Now, because on this side of the equation, you have minus. So the first thing you want to do is to take this minus 7 to the other side. So taking minus 7 to the other side so that you can have on one side terms with x and the other side terms without x. So this is what? This will give us x over 3 equals to 2 plus 7. Remember, when minus goes to the other side, it becomes plus. Yeah? So when plus goes to the other side, it becomes minus. So this is what you have. So we now have uh, x over 3 equals to 9. So at this point, you can cross multiply. So when you cross multiply this, it means that 9 will go and multiply 3, and then x will multiply. Don't forget 9. This is 9 over 1. When you have 9 standing alone, or you have a number standing alone without denominator, it means that the denominator is 1. So when you cross multiply this, you are going to have what? You will now have 3 times x times 1, x, and 3 times 9, 27. So our solution here, x equals to 27. So this is how we solve question that has to do with one fraction on this side and another fraction on the other side. I believe this have benefit you watching this video. Like I said, you can subscribe to our channel, and you can also share these videos to somebody that this might benefit, especially the students that need this for their exam and for their academics. Thank you. We want to see you next time. May God bless you.